What's going on, everybody? Get the Raging Rob here. Rob Kennison. So, anyway, I haven't really talked a lot on here. Just doing videos at rallies and protests and, whatever else. I haven't really come on here and discussed anything, video-wise, like sitting down and doing a video talking. I haven't done that in a while. But here I am. A little sunburnt, I was outside today. Working. So, unlike a lot of nerds out there, I actually do work. Okay, I do. I haven't been on YouTube a lot lately other than making protest rally videos. Because I've been out there working. I actually do have work that I do. Okay? Unlike people. I can say any names, but... So I want to give an update on a couple of things. I want to give a Colton Woods update. And I want to give a Michigan GOP update. A Michigan GOP update and a Colton Woods update. Because I think it's necessary. First off, let's talk about Colton Woods. This guy's been up my ass for the last 7-8 years on YouTube. If you people don't know who Colton Woods is, he's a bum. Goes around the state of California making weird freaking videos. Homeless guy. In and out of mental institutions. And he's been harassing me somewhat here and there on YouTube. I first found out about Colton Woods probably, 10 years ago, 2015, 16, somewhere in there. So he's been mentioning me on YouTube. I don't know what his fucking problem is. But I live in his head rent-free. For what reason, I don't know. Because I had it with some other YouTubers, and he got involved, so. But anyway, this guy is a nut. He's a certified nutcase. He always goes around threatening people, threatening to kill children. He makes a lot of YouTube videos. Sometimes a little gaming videos. He's basically homeless, living off the internet. I don't know. He had an apartment. I guess the state was paying for him through some program he got because of, claiming mental illness or whatever. And he got evicted like 3 times. I don't know the full story on that. He's always calling the cops. He's called the cops on me. And I'm in fucking Michigan, and he's in California. I never met the guy in person. As a matter of fact, I have not been in California since 2019. Okay? I used to work in California. Straight for about almost a year. Okay? So I basically kind of lived in California at one time for about a year. Years and years and years ago. I know LA like the back of my hand. I've been to LA so many times. I mean, you can drop me off blindfolded in that city and I could find my way out. But I've been to LA thousands of times. So allegedly he was making his way up to Stockton. I don't know where in California he's at. I was told San Diego, LA area, but allegedly he's been up in the Stockton area. So the update on Colton Woods is he was arrested for felony threats, threatening to kill children like he does on YouTube. And he had court today. And he's incompetent to stand trial, I guess, from my understanding. So he's going into a mental institution. For how long, I don't know. Hopefully forever. He had a pickup truck that I was unaware about. He's going to lose that. He had a storage unit. I was aware of that. I don't know what's going to happen with the stuff. And he has a boat, which I was kind of aware of it. I'm not exactly sure, because I did see a lot of videos of him where he was around a dock and he was screaming at somebody. So I'm not aware that he had a boat, but I was kind of aware that he was messing around with the boat. So I don't know. And he has played the what's the game? How do I say this? Where someone goes into an abandoned house and claims ownership, but they're not really owner. I can't remember the word for it. I can't remember the word for it, but you know, a homeless person goes into a house, they claim ownership of it. I can't think of the damn word. But he did that shit, okay? He tried it with some old lady. So, yeah, certified nutcase, mental institution. You know, that's an update on Colton Woods. He had court today. So, is that the lighting? God, it looked like I had hair on my shoulder. That's the lighting from... I got to get this damn bulb fixed. So, that was that. And I got to give a Michigan GOP update. If people are not aware, I haven't been on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook as Robert Kinnison. I can't use my real name on Facebook. Every time I do, they take my account. They do the stupid fucking thing called video verification, whatever, picture verification in my account, you know. So I have to use fake names on Facebook. I cannot use my real name on Facebook for like the last month and a half. They terminated my account of 4 fucking years. Gone. Tried to make a new one. It lasted 2 weeks. Gone. Another Rob Kinnison account. So I tried to come back on with my real name, Robert Kinnison, and they won't let me. So I've been using fake names to stay alive on Facebook. That goes to what I'm going to talk about. Here in the state of Michigan, we have a problem. And the problem is the MIGOP, which stands for Michigan GOP. If you don't know what the GOP is, it's the Republican Party. Okay? Here in the state of Michigan, we have corruption in the GOP. It is bad, and it keeps getting worse. Here in the state of Michigan, in the great state of Michigan, my home state, I was born in Oakland County, okay, in 1982, here in the great state of Michigan. I lived in Phoenix for about 10 years. I did live a few months in Texas back in like 06. But anyway, here in the state of Michigan, we have corruption in the GOP like I've never seen in my life. It seems like the GOP, I'm not going to say any names off the bat because I was already threatened with a lawsuit. So as long as I don't use anybody's name, they can't prove shit. So I'm not going to say any names in this video. But I will say this. It seems like in the Michigan GOP, to get to the top, you got to backstab, you got to turn on people, you got to take dark money, you got to sleep around. It's just a mess. Okay, I've looked at other GOPs in the country, other states, and it's not as messy as this one. We probably got the messiest GOP in the country. This is how California went down during the 80s. This is how Illinois, this is the road that Illinois went down, okay? How they turned blue like they did during the 90s, okay? Illinois is a red state if you get rid of Chicago. Michigan's a red state if you get rid of Kent County, Detroit, Washtenaw County, Lansing, Ann Arbor. Michigan's a red state. So it's kind of purple. But the corruption in the GOP is beyond anything right now. It's getting crazier and crazier. I know damn well that there's Freemasons that are running the show. I got proof of it. I'm not going to say any names. But as of right now, I was threatened with the lawsuit a couple of days ago. Long story short, there's a certain bitch on state committee who's been fucking around with somebody's husband. I'm not going to say any names. This person left their wife. I seen all the text messages. Pretty sickening. Leaving the bedroom in the middle of the night, leaving his wife to text this bitch who's on state committee, sleeping around, whatever. Then I found out this guy was making a video of his 13-year-old stepdaughter, where in the video he was underneath her, videoing her buttocks while she was spreading them, 13 years old, and making sexual comments. And I exposed it. And I let people on Facebook know about it. And I was threatened with a lawsuit. Certain person said they took a screenshot of it, of what I said. And it wasn't even my post, it was a friend's post, another person I'm not going to name, a friend's post, who got sued, who had to give up 2 vehicles because he exposed them. This is the problem in the Michigan GOP. We got people that have their own lawyers. We got lawyers in the GOP that have power. These people have power, and they run it like a mafia. Okay? They run a GOP in this state like a fucking mafia. That's what they do. They got their lawyers, so if you talk bad about them, they'll sue you. And I'm sure they got judges on their side too. It's absolutely sickening. But that's what we're dealing with right now. I was threatened with the lawsuit a couple of days ago. Am I backing off? Absolutely not. I'm going to tone it down a little bit, but I'm not backing off. These people need the exposure. As long as they keep doing what they're doing. That's what we're dealing with right now in the Michigan GOP. We got people sleeping around. We got a woman who was cheated on by her husband. And I took the video and I forwarded it to the authorities. Nothing's going to be done about it. Allegedly, the video was shot in 2017, so the girl's 21 now. So statute of limitations, I don't know. Allegedly, it was 2017. I don't know. Somebody said it was last week. I don't know. But this is what we're dealing with right now in the GOP. There's a couple of fraud artists going around doing their thing. They get exposed for who they are, and they sue happy. Sue happy. They like to call up their Michigan GOP's #1 dorkin of attorney. And I'm going to say his fucking name because he's involved in law firm. Matt DePernell. That fucking jerk off, okay? They like to use him. Matt DePernell is a fucking tissue for these crybabies in the GOP. When they cry, they use Matt DePernell as a goddamn tissue. That's the way it is. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the GOP in Michigan going down this road. That's why we're losing this fucking state. I'm sick of these motherfucking scumbags having motherfucking power like they do. These scumbags. We got a fake fucking model photographer on the west side. Claims he's a model photographer. I'm not going to say any names. And we got state committee members fucking around behind spouses' backs. Home wreckers. This is what they do. And we got a certain person fucking around with 2 other women. One was a co-chair. And the other was a state committee member. This is what's going on here in Michigan GOP. It's a bunch of fucking orgy shit going on. I don't want part of it. I'm a delegate with the Michigan GOP. And guess what? I'm just waiting for my delegation to expire in 26. I don't think I'm going to renew. I'm sick of it. I've been censored myself. But this is the road that Illinois and California went down. We cannot stick together in this state. That's why we can't get shit done. And I'm sick of these fucking assholes and you know, saying, well, you got to vote for the Republican candidate no matter who it is because we got to beat the Democrats. And they can't even put up somebody that's worth a damn. And they're putting up fucking John James, for Christ's sakes, for governor. He got a $5 million payout by the DeVos family. If you don't know who the DeVos family is here in Michigan, okay? They're kind of like the Clintons, okay? But on a Michigan level. Buy out, you know, pushing all this money, buying out all these candidates. I mean, they pushed fucking Mike Rogers, FBI spying, Benghazi. That was enough right there. And I got him on video walking out on his constituents at Deer Lake Athletics Club. What was it, a year and a half ago? Doing a Q&A? I think it was April 2024, right? I think. The questions got tough. He walked out with Michael Bouchard, Oakland County Sheriff. Anyway, the corruption runs deep in the GOP. And I'm tired of it. I didn't go to the last state convention because I was in Florida. But that's what we're dealing with right now here in Michigan. I'm quite frankly, I'm sick of it. I'm up to here with it. I'm just sick of it. And Macomb County has got their corruption as well. Macomb County, their corruption is way deep. Like, probably deeper than the GOP on the state level. But if you're not from Michigan and you're seeing my videos because you're involved with the TTC, the trash talking circle football stuff that I was involved with years ago, or if you're El Presador fan or whatever the hell, you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. But let me just say that the Michigan GOP politics, I haven't been on YouTube a lot lately. I've been dealing with this shit, as a delegate here in this state. It's aggravating, getting threats and I became a delegate because I wanted to make change in my state. I want to put good people in power, not these fucking scumbags. And I'm sick and tired of these fucking assholes that are on state committee, okay, telling me who to fucking vote for because they got a goddamn R behind their name. I'm quite frankly tired of it. Hey, here's a hint, GOP people. Why don't you put somebody up that's worth the fuck, and maybe I'll fucking vote for him, okay? Stop putting up John James and Mike Rogers type idiots. Do you ever think of that? Because I ain't voting for him. And they want to blame me, people like me, because Elisa Slotkin got the Senate seat, okay? She was in Congress, and they put up fucking Mike Rogers for Congress. Excuse me. For Senate. Elisa Slotkin left her Congress seat to run for Senate, and Mike Rogers won the nomination, so it was Rogers and Slotkin, and I voted for the Libertarian, because I will not vote for Mike Rogers. With this passed, I won't do it. And we got assholes in the GOP, like I'm going to say this guy's name, Randy Guppy, who likes to blame Republicans, saying we're the problem. Because we split the ticket and Elisa Slotkin, the Democrat, won. Because we refused to get behind the Republican. No, I won't get behind the Republican. Okay, if you can't put somebody up that's worth a damn. Yeah, I am part of the problem. And guess what? I'm fucking proud of it. And I sleep on it well. Because you know why I'm part of the problem? Because I dedicate myself to my country, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, my patriot family. I'm not dedicated to a party that can't get their shit together. So all you Republicans out there, they got a problem with people like me that vote third, fourth party because you guys can't put up anybody worth a damn. All I got to say to you is fuck you, okay? You sound just like Melissa Carone. Another fucking hothead. She was blaming... Oh, what the hell was it? Was it 2018? I don't forgot what year it was. Mark Fortin was running for Senate. And people voted for him. He voted, he was on a third party, fourth party, whatever ticket. And Melissa Carone was bitching because, these people got voted for Mark Fortin, and they end up splitting the vote. And then we got left with Debbie Stabenow for 20 years, or whatever the hell it was. I forgot what year it was. It was 98 or something that he ran for Senate or something. I don't remember the damn year. This is how stupid these people are, you know? And I volunteered for some of these fuckers. I really did. You know, I volunteered for them. I did door knocking for some of these candidates. And what do? They stab you in the back. I volunteered for a candidate back in 2022, running for Congress. Door knocking, whatever. As soon as that shit ended, she made excuses, blah, 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 blah. Somebody was in a photo with somebody, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? I don't need you anymore. Stab in the back. That's what happened. That's what they do. Okay? And this same person was going on making fucking 20 TikTok videos a fucking day, bitching about other GOP candidates. But guess what? They became the trash themselves. There's certain names I'm not going to say on here. And there's certain names I am going to say on here. Because they fucking deserve it. But that's our little problem we have in the GOP. So I did drop a couple of names. But as far as the slutting around and that type of thing, I'm going to leave that out. I'm not going to say any names. Because that could be a slander issue. So as long as I don't say any names, I think I'm good. Because they got to prove that I said their fucking name or whatever. So I'm not saying any damn names on who's slutting around on state committee. I know who's doing it. I got the receipts. I got the screenshots of the text messages. And I got the other shit that I have. So, and I turn it over to people. So, that's that. That's kind of what's going on in the GOP. Michigan GOP world. Let me tell you, you don't want to be part of it. It will take a toll on you, mentally. It does. How did I get involved with this shit? Because I became a delegate, because I wanted to change things, and, I wanted to be I wanted to get involved, and I wanted to get involved in politics in Michigan, and to be that change, and this is, the fuckery that I got involved with. So, it will take a toll on you mentally. It's taking a toll on me mentally. I'm just taking a day at a time. So, but it is what it is. But so I just want to give an update. Leave my comment section open. I'm sure this video will get shared around Facebook. Oh, did you hear what Rachel got upset about? Yeah, oh yeah. 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 I can see it now, so it is what it is. I don't want that fucking asshole from Kalamazoo sending me anything in the mail. And says Dupernal Law Firm or whatever on it. I don't want anything to do with him, okay? He's a fucking nut job. So they're having some governor. What the hell was it? What were they doing tomorrow at some church tomorrow on the west side? 3 people that ran for governor in 2022, Republican, are joining sides and at a church tomorrow. They're having some meeting. I don't know exactly what's going on. I think it was Ryan Kelly, Garrett O'Donnell, and Kevin Rinke. Anyway, the 3 of them have joined and are meeting at some church tomorrow and doing something, some event they're doing. I don't know exactly what. Exposing corruption or whatever they're doing. I don't know exactly the whole gist of it. I wanted to go. I want to go tomorrow to this event, but I have a certain problem with... No, there's certain people on the west side that have a problem with me and don't want to see my face. There's certain people, it's mainly on the west side, that I have a problem with. Let me just put it this way. I don't want to threaten or anything like that. I'm not trying to do that. Let me just put it this way. That if I see these certain people in person, there's going to be cussing and screaming and yelling going back and forth. And I don't want that. Especially at a church. So I decided, for the sake of the event tomorrow, I'm not going to attend. Because I got word of some certain people that are going to attend this event tomorrow night. Some bad actors that I want nothing to do with. And I don't want to see their fucking face in person. There's certain people on the west side that I don't want to create joinder with. I'm not going to say any names. Those people know who they are. So, that's that. I'm no angel myself. I got my demons I'd battle and deal with. So, help me God. And I'll pray for these people. Hope they find Jesus. Hope they get on the right path. Stop slutting around. Stop sleeping around. Get on the right path. Stop being power hungry. All they care about is money, 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 and power. Stop doing that and get on the right path. I'll pray for them. That's the Christian thing to do. So, and hopefully we can take the state back. Hopefully we can come together and, 26 is right around the corner. It's an important election. We got a real chance of taking the state back. So, Democrats had their fun for a couple of years, so it's our fucking time now. So that's that. I don't want to rat on too much longer, but anyway, I'm Raging Rob. More videos coming soon.